Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Stranded Survivors. My name is Matt. I'm one of your co-hosts.
My name is Jericho. I'm also a co-host of the Stranded Survivors podcast, and make sure you guys join our Discord. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. Switch it up here a little bit, of course. Why not? Hit everybody with a little different thing. Matt, how are you doing, man?
Yeah, we're here. We're here. We're doing the things. We're getting it done. Playing a little bit more Ark lately, so that's
Yeah,
been pretty cool. Making a little presence on Ragnarok.
yeah.
Got some beef already. Unfortunately, I don't think
Oh,
the person knows that I have beef with them though. So
oh,
I got beef with one of our fellow community
oh
members on
no,
the server. And we'll
oh
get into
no.
that later. Or maybe we won't. Maybe I'll just leave you guys hanging. Who knows? But all
Ooh.
jokes aside, it's not really serious. All jokes aside, it is what it is, man. How about you?
Oh man, living it up. Tired, working. Summer break for the kids at work. Um, and just kind of doing that. So they today the kids, I didn't go, went to an elk ranch on Thursday. They go to the zoo, which I'm going to. And then they'll have canoeing, and they'll have like Anderson and Girls, I think is what it's called. I don't know. And
Yeah, that place is fun.
um, yeah, so they're going to be going to all those. But other than that, just kind of chilling, to be honest with you.
Yeah, yeah, keeping it low key. That's all you really can do, and enjoy the summer as much as you can. Get outside as much as you can. Living it up. It sounds like you guys are doing that at work, which is cool. Spend a lot of time there.
Yeah, yep. Been definitely going outside. I'm gonna tell you a quick story, man. I'm telling you today. Okay, Matt. I played disc golf with you, right? And they had do
Yeah.
disc golf at work. Okay,
Okay.
like just like with the kids, right?
Right.
Man. So this course was not maintained. Like I'm not even kidding. One of the holes, the grass was up to my waist that we're walking through. Okay, and I would like to tell you that where I work literally is the biggest tick infestation in the universe. Okay.
Dude, for real. It's bad.
It's bad, dude. Like, and they can't spray, because the kids or whatever. I don't care, bro. These ticks are terrible.
Because of the kids
Spray.
or whatever.
Yeah, bro, spray. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the ticks are really, really bad there.
So, going on this thing, right? And quick thing is I've heard that the little tiny ticks that you can barely see that look like baby ticks
Yeah.
are like the ones that carry disease, like Lyme disease, like mainly.
Yeah. Yeah, this one sucks. That's what gave
So
me
I didn't
Lyme
know that.
disease. It suck.
Yeah, but so whatever. I didn't even know there's really. I knew there's of course baby ticks, but I didn't know that. I've never had one.
Yeah, it's like a different species.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. So my story that I like to make long. I
Hmm.
sound like my wife. Um, so
And for we have shots fired.
um, is during our trip to disc golf today. We were disc golfing. I found 5 ticks on me. Okay, and
No.
yeah, and so whatever. And I'm like, okay. And so I was wearing shorts, which was my fault anyways, but I didn't know we were going deep into the woods. Okay. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna pull my shorts up to, make me look like I'm like wearing underwear. Just pull them off like really high to see if there's any ticks, right? That climbed up my top of my
Okay.
legs. I find a
Right.
very small tick on me, right? And I'm like, dude, what? So I'm freaking out. So somebody comes and grabs it because I can't touch those things. They scare me. I'm serious. And um then and so I'm like, okay, that's small. And I'm like, you know what? I got to do both legs, right? Dude. Like what are they? Fruit flies? You know how they're pretty small and like annoying?
Yeah.
Dude, this tick was like 5 times smaller than a fruit fly.
No way. That's teeny tiny. Like a little sesame
Dude, like
seed.
that's literally what it was, bro. You could barely see it. And like I got and then I like one of the kids, I'm like, "Get it off me now." I'm like, "Get this thing off me." So one of the kids grabbed it. But dude, yeah, I'm done. Ticks are terrible, bro.
Dude, they're so bad. And Lyme's disease, I would not wish that on anyone. And PSA guys, if you ever spend some time out in the woods, do a thorough tick check, and if you ever think you very like, even if the thought crosses your mind you could have come in contact with the tick, keep an eye out for those bullseye rashes. If you don't know what one looks like, then Google it so that way you're aware. Knowledge is power.
Yeah, that's
Mess
right.
you up, man.
But yeah, but yeah, so that's been something. But yeah, no, other than that, some video games and playing
Dude,
a lot of Predecessor. So
there you go.
yeah,
There you
no,
go.
not a
Living it
bunch of
up.
Arc to be
Need to.
honest. I was into it, and then I'm like, yeah, but yeah,
I've been finding that it is best for me to taper my arc playing. Like I can't, you know what I mean? It's not something
yep,
that I have recently been able to dive back into for like a 10-hour play session. You know what I mean? I got to do 2 or 3 things over the course of 3 hours, and then I'm ready to switch games and play some Rocket League or something else.
yeah, I agree.
Got to keep it
Oh,
fresh. That's the way to avoid burnout.
so dude, I'm gonna tell you this really quick. Okay, this is kind of
Yeah.
gonna be everywhere. I'm feeling some. I don't know. I'm feeling crazy, bro. Um, so EA Sports is working on a college basketball game. I'm excited for that.
That's going to be cool. They haven't made one of those in a long time. I don't even remember
No,
the last March Madness game I played.
that's what I'm saying. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's going to be really good. I'll buy that.
Yeah. But our podcast here is about Ark. Do you have a dossier, or are we going straight to the comment here, my dude?
I do. I've got a
Comments.
dossier,
Oh, you
and
do.
I
Let's
kind of
go.
want to do this. I want to do this in a different way. So I
Oh,
want to see something here. I
okay.
am going to give you
Oh, I'm
like
cooked.
one at a time. I'm going to give you some hints here and see if like how long it basically takes you to figure out what we're working with. I'm going to make the hints get a little bit
Turn it up.
progressively like better. So, how do you know?
Let's go.
No, just kidding. So, first
Dang.
one. I'm going to give you two right off the bat because the first hint is just not really a very good one. So, it was a September 2015. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
it was the first creature in the game to have babies in the wild.
The first creature to have babies in the wild?
Yep.
Parasaur.
Nope. They're picked up by anything that has the ability to carry in the game.
Dodo.
Nope, not a dodo.
Compy.
Its name is Maori for a diver who returns with food.
Well, I might have cheated off of Will's cheat sheet that says the Kirikou, the penguin.
You best
Let's go,
fisherman
Will! Let's
bear.
go, Will!
Will got
Will,
it.
that's
Let's go, Will.
let's go.
So the Kairuku Waitiki is from the late Paleogene era. It's a piscivore, like the fishies, and that bad boy's friendly. So be nice to the penguins, please. Kairuku Waitiki is an amazingly docile and friendly creature to everything except for fish. Honestly, I'm not quite sure how Kairuku manages to stay populated across the island's colder climes, with the many predators stalking these frozen lands. It's weak, it has only one small defensive trait. Suspended in Kairuku blubber are small, dense particles that act as a light form of armor. Adding to Kairuku's problems, a clever survivor discovered that refining Kairuku blubber, concentrating the particles in it, can yield a number used in advanced tribes' manufacturing process. This has caused many tribes to hunt Kairuku extensively, a practice colloquially, oh, that's a hard word, colloquially known as Kairu clubbing. Domesticated, there is no reason to tame Kairuku for combat since they are useless at it. Still, Kairuku are regularly tamed for their cuteness and friendly nature. The fact that their bodies run extremely hot. And the fact that their bodies run extremely hot. Just standing near a Kairuku can help keep a survivor stay warm through long nights on the bird. So, penguins, man. They're cute as a button.
Yep.
They are the first critter that ever had a baby. Fun fact. So wild babies out there, and you can actually tame the babies. They're pretty tough to knock out without killing them, but you can use like a narcotic tripwire trap and actually can knock a baby out and tame it that way. Fun fact. But you can't imprint on it after you tame it.
You know what?
Does anyone know
Wow.
what?
I can't believe that I didn't know that. Thinking about it now, right? Like just stupidly, like yeah, of course penguins. It wasn't, you know what I mean? Like that just makes sense because yeah, there's always yeah. That's fun.
Yeah, the little babies were always wandering around.
Mm-hmm.
So the one thing that I do want to bring up about penguins while we're on the subject, does anybody have confirmation one way or the other? Does the penguin actually boost twin and triplet rates in like breeding and stuff like that? Because that's always been, the old wives' tale, if you will. I never know if it's actually true or not, but I've always been told that you want to keep a penguin or two in your hatchery because it'll make you get more multiples. True or false?
That's a good question. I don't know. I know Overraptor does something, but hey, I don't know, man. Somebody's got to know, right?
Yeah, someone's got to know. So, whatever. If you have insight on that, let us know. But question of the day, I guess. So, that's the Karuku. You have anything to add to it, Jericho?
Love getting me some polymer, organic polymer from killing those things. Make sure you hit them with the club after you kill them.
After you kill them.
Yep, murder those things when you want polymer.
Yeah, wolves are pretty good at collecting the polymer. So are, wyverns, argents, stuff like that. So, if you need poly, head up to the snow, murder yourself a whole colony. Just don't tell my wife.
That's right. Don't tell my mom. My mom would my
Jericho
mom
is
would
not my
kill
son.
me.
I feel like I need to now clarify. Your mom would kill you for killing
Yep.
penguins if you like penguins?
Yep.
Yeah. Tough not to like penguins, man. They're
My
adorable.
mom will wait an hour in line to go see penguins, bro.
Oh, so would Kelsey.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Something about a penguin, man. What
Yeah,
is it?
son.
What is it with women and penguins, man?
Oh no, you think if I don't even know if my wife likes penguins. That's a good question. You know what I should do though, bro?
Go ask her.
I need to ask her when I see her again. But you know what else I need to do, Matt?
What?
I'm gonna freaking go to Antarctica and steal a penguin, bro.
Dude, let's do it. Start a
Dude, we can do it. You
black
can make
market
your wife
penguin
happy, and I'll
sales.
make mine,
There we go.
bro.
We just need a mated pair. That's it, right? Play Ark in real
Yeah,
life.
bro. That's it. And then, dude, then if you want kids, maybe you give you triplets or twins, or wouldn't that be fun, Matt?
Yeah. The zoo society knocks on your door and, sir, why do you have a colony of penguins in your basement? We're trying to have twins, okay? You wouldn't understand. Get out.
Will's saying it's because they wear suits and they're sharp dressed.
Yeah, every woman's crazy, every girl crazy about a sharp dressed man, right? That's what the commercial said when I was a kid.
That's funny.
Well, what we got for comments, man? What happened? What happened last week? People had stuff to say. Let's hear it.
Yeah, yeah, they did. Okay, so first off, I will say, Hail Hydra didn't comment.
Oh, he's fired.
Yeah, fired, bro. That's what I'm saying. Uh, and I always got to address this when I do the comments. I'm gonna be honest. I've done zero work on the diss track, but I did show Matt what I got.
That is true. You did show it to me, and I did look at it, but I've also done zero work on it. So
See, guys, at least I can say I've sent it to Matt.
yeah, that is true. You did the thing.
Yeah. Lachlan, love the episode. I really want a PS5 to play Ark, but it's really expensive. Yes, it is. You guys should make a trade hall in the center of the map. I posted this 50 minutes after you posted. Lachlan out.
Ooh, we got a quick poster on our hands here.
Yes, sir.
That has been something that has been talked about. I've heard like 3 or 4 separate people say that they wanted to step up and make a trade post of one form or another. And I
Yep.
know Jericho and I were talking about having an admin shop at some point to maybe help fund the cluster a little bit. So
Yeah.
We will figure it out. It's a great idea. I think we should too. You're right.
Yep. Equal Fox Jericho. I hope you have the diss track out next week. Bullying aside, oh, you see, so I said dith track instead of diss because I have problems with my s's, right? So Equal
Okay.
Fox likes to make fun of that. I think that's pretty rude.
Equifax.
Yeah.
How could you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well, Equal Fox is
I
banned.
don't even. Yeah,
Um,
Equifax is banned. Drop the hammer.
I can't wait I can't wait till y'all see the base I got cooking up this time. It's still work in progress, but I'm jumping on it as often as I can. To clarify, I am actively working on 2 games. I'm using 2 different game engines. One's is a smaller project, but it's still a lot of work. Just want to reiterate that I love the podcast and I love the community. You guys are doing great, and this is still my favorite podcast cup.
Oh, gee whiz. Thanks for trying our best. You should post pictures of your build as you're going along because I'd love to see the process. I like to see the before, middle, and after pictures. So document, document, document.
Yeah. So, side note, Will said something pretty funny in the comment. He just said a true diss track for Arc should be delayed, just like the game releases. Hey, true.
Yeah, that's maybe that's the first diss is that we're delaying our diss track, just like to be expected,
Ooh.
right?
Yeah. But I actually do want to know what kind of games you're making. I actually like
Yeah, I
have
do
messed with
too, actually.
Unreal
All jokes
Engine. I'm
aside.
waiting. I want a better computer. So if anybody ever wants to buy me a better computer, more power to you, right? Um, and I really want to make like video games, like just for fun. Like I was just messing with it earlier. My computer can run it a little bit, but it kind of lags everything. But I made a cute little bed. Well, downloaded a bed and then placed it with some lamps and stuff,
Hey,
you know. But yeah.
there you
So
go. Look
let me
at
know.
you.
Let me know, Equifax. Let us know. Tornado. Hi guys. How you liking Rag? I'm 85% done with Elden Ring right now, and I'm trying to beat it so I can devote my full time to Ark. But I do have a little base, like a few behemoth gates big. And Jericho, you're playing Apex with me right now. Right with me right now.
Let's
Meow.
go. Meow. Let's go.
uh, right meow. That's funny. No, I do got to play. He did. Tornado messaged me the other day to play, and then I'm gonna be honest. I'm a snitch myself out. I didn't respond after. Like it was like I was busy, and then I didn't respond, and I've still not responded. That means I'm bad, doesn't it?
Same, same, same.
uh, what I from what I did a Rag, I actually enjoyed Rag. So, and I think Matt's been enjoying it.
Yeah, I have been enjoying. It's been nice. The server is pretty well done. I've noticed a couple hiccups. I had said the last time we talked about it that there's like not a single glitch and blah 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 blah. Well, as soon as we got done with that recording, I ran into a few of them. So they're there. To be expected, but all in all, it's pretty well made. I think they did a good job with it. I think it's pretty, maybe it's the settings we have for our server. I don't know, but like the levels seem to be pretty well dispersed. I haven't had
Hmm.
too hard of a time finding a high level dino, which is nice because I got so used to the island for so long where you would travel for 3 hours to find the dino you're
Yeah.
looking for, only for it to be a level 5.
Yep. Amen.
So it's been a good start. I haven't gotten very far, but I finally decided what I want to do conceptually for my base. So I started construction a little bit on it last night, and I guess we're gonna see where it goes from there.
Yeah. Why not? Right.
Yeah,
Um.
I
Go ahead.
for the first time, man, I am building the main building of my base. So it's gonna be like a portal shape. I'm trying to
Ooh.
do like a looks like a zero, but I'm gonna do colored glass in the middle of it. Make it look
Oh,
like a
that's pretty
portal, and
sweet.
then I'm gonna have it like open up into something else in the other side of it. I'm not sure,
Oh,
but
that's awesome.
I can't extend too far because apparently 144 square kilometers was not enough for someone who built on
Ooh.
the kitty, like literally. I don't mean to sound grumpy about it, but built within like render distance of my base. So we're probably
No.
unfortunately going to move. Yeah, man, 144 square kilos and built within render distance of me.
Wow.
So I am I'm not as salty as I sound like I am, I really promise, but we're gonna pack up and we're probably gonna move to a little more spacious area. And I thought about it, yesterday I started doing it. I'm gonna be totally honest. I started being that guy and I started just popping pillars down and the ceilings down and extending out as far as I could. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna at least guarantee that I can build this far out. And it's plenty of room, you know what I mean? I'm being
Yeah.
greedy at this point. It's plenty of room. So I picked up all the pillars, picked up all the ceilings 'cause I didn't want to be that guy, and I just need to figure out, do we have enough room to build as much as we want here, or will I need to go someplace else to stretch my legs just a little bit further? I think we're gonna end up moving just because I don't, I like to leave stuff out and do things in the yard, if you will, so I don't want to
Yeah.
encroach our territory. So we're probably just gonna go find our own turf.
Fair enough. um,
Defer.
then we got Logan. Thanks for the new episode. Looking forward to more content from you.
Hey, thanks, bud. We're gonna make new content all the time, just for you.
That's true. We're gonna give you guys like a server update. That's kind of the main part of the episode here. And then I got something just really small that I want to talk through with Matt really quick on the podcast and also to get everybody else's opinion. So there we go. But thank you. Yes, we hope to be doing some more content, different things like that soon. I'm lazy sometimes. I don't like to. Yeah, I'm lazy sometimes. That's what we're gonna leave it at. Tyler, it's my birthday today, and I'm listening to this.
Hey, well, thanks
Happy
for
birthday.
giving us some of your time on your birthday. Happy birthday. Hope you had a fantastic day, and I hope it was everything you wanted it to be, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations on making it around the sun again. Proud of you.
Yeah, happy belated birthday. I appreciate you listening to the podcast on your birthday. That's a cool little special thing right there.
Yeah, it's like we were at your birthday
So
party.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. See, it's just like the wedding, right? We can do a live birthday one next year.
Invite us to your wedding. We'll perform live.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
No clue what kind of
Live.
performance, but we'll do something.
I will come in an arc themed costume.
Jericho's gonna be doing his diss track, and I'll play the drums and sing "Boats and
Yes,
Hoes" in the
yes,
background.
yes, yes. We're gonna be doing a diss track at the wedding.
I can picture it now. Jericho's got a tie tied around his forehead. And, yo, yo, here we go, here we go.
Yes, yo, yo. Here we go. Here we go. I
It'll be
like
like
that. Let's
Eight
go.
Mile, but better.
Yes.
Dibs on being Cheddar Bob.
Oh, that's funny. Um, Mike, or dad of twins, feeling
Mike.
called out from Jericho, lol.
Yeah, what a
Just kidding.
punk.
Glad to be back in the art grind. Let me know if you go through with the city. I'd gladly help grind some resources.
Oh, I still say we should. We should make
Yeah,
a real cool like kingdom or something like that.
I agree. I just wish like we would have to probably ally with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Probably have to ally whoever it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that would get a little hectic as far as the way that would all work out, but
I mean,
I wish we
well,
could pull it off.
oh yeah, because you'd all have to build. And can you even do that if you're allied or no?
Yeah, if you're allied, you can build within each other's boundaries.
Oh, okay. So that would be the only way to do it. Or
Yeah,
if you have like two tribes or two or three tribes, and then have like those people be the main builders, everybody else just grinds out resources.
that is true. Oh, what
Ooh,
we'll
Will
just say
said
there's a
there's a mod.
mod.
Yeah,
Ooh, a
that's
mod
good.
to remove enemy structure
Yeah.
distance. That would be good and bad. That would be really good in
Yes.
the sense of like being able to utilize the city with each other, but it would be really bad in the sense of what I was sort of griping about earlier.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll build your entire base inside of a box and then you're stuck there. That'll teach you.
Yes. Yes. Uh, yeah, we'll definitely let you know though. I think we do want to do some sort of city or like some sort of cool build like that as a community. I think it'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, and then I would never call you out. Also, do you know that he decided to put his name in the game as Mr. Water Slippers.
Who did?
Mike, disc golf, dad.
I love that. Mr.
He's like,
Water Slippers.
he literally messaged me and he's like, yeah, I put my name as yours to troll some people, and then I was a dummy and put it in chat, and everyone can see my gamer tag. But he still was trolling people, man. Like what? Yeah.
That's funny. He's out here putting a pockmark on your good name. That'll teach you.
Yeah. How dare he? And then Will, great episode. Love the new island around Reg. If y'all want CC ideas, content creation ideas for locations and builds. Wait, community center ideas, right? Yes, community center ideas for locations and builds. I have a few ideas, as always. Ha ha. By the way, y'all scared me the other day when I went to type my name and my name was Blue. That was
Yeah,
Matt.
surprise.
Yeah, that was Matt.
Yep. Sorry, surprise roll award there.
I thought I was in trouble for missing a week. LOL.
Yeah, we highlighted you on the naughty list there.
Yeah, naughty list. Jericho. Sorry. Glad Jericho enjoyed Cali. Hope his sister-in-law and baby are doing good. I already gave you a quick update. Quick update for everybody else though is she is back in Michigan. Just made it today actually. Next time I'll be in town, hopefully to do a good gold cookout. Yes. I have another week and 2 days in Florida. Then back home to replace all the floors in the house. Love summer break. Yep.
Right back at it again, right?
That's right.
Enjoy that time until you got to go back to the old grind, though, because soak up every minute of relaxation you can, you know?
And then we got Donut literally only hopping in to the podcast live to put a photo of his 50 wyvern eggs. He's just trying to show off, guys. No, I'm just kidding. That is pretty sweet, though, Donut. I'm going to be honest. Good job.
Hey, that is impressive. Inquiring minds would like to know what the levels are looking like, though. Are we looking at just every egg that you came across, or are we looking at like 160 plus? What are we looking at here?
As long as he's not that guy that decided to go in the den and only grab high level ones and leave the level 20s.
Yeah, PSA. There's a couple people on the server that are being little doo-doo butts, and they are leaving out the bad eggs. They are leaving all the wood inside the beaver dams and taking everything else. Quit doing that. That's mean.
He said, at the moment, those are all wild 150 plus. Will says, just don't need wyverns anonymous.
I would say so. Holy cow. That's awesome, man. Good for you. You got a really good collection there, and I would say Glazed Donut's probably going to have the best head start on stat and color mutations for wyverns. We'll see what you get.
Okay. So really quickly, I think I brought this up on the podcast before, but Donut just reminded me. Okay. Because of his name. Okay. Matt, do you want a donut? Do you want a name for a donut company or some sort of company like that?
What?
Okay, so if you were to make a donut company, like,
Okay.
what do you think a good name is?
I don't know, man. I'd have to put some real thought into it, but there's a local donut shop, semi-local. I think it's actually a national brand, but there's one in Michigan. Whatever. I digress. It's called Cops and Donuts, and that always makes me laugh. So maybe I'd make some pun about that.
Okay. So tell me,
Anyway.
I think we've talked about this, and I don't think you liked this name the last time because you thought it was weird,
boy.
okay? But I'm going to say it again, okay?
Okay.
But I could be wrong. It could be somebody else. Okay. A genius name I have, Glazed Sensations.
Isn't that like already a thing? I feel like that's already a place.
No. I made this
Dude.
up, I swear. Unless somebody else did it after me. No, not there, bro.
No,
Don't see anything named that.
That's a great idea.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I think it could be a great name. Great promo. Yep.
Yeah, that sounds delicious. I would have some glazed sensations.
You know what, Donut? No. He's saying that is inappropriate. Will said, "I'm not googling that, guys." Okay.
Yeah, okay, so maybe, maybe not. I guess I didn't think about it through that way, but you know what, Jericho? I take it back. Maybe it does sound weird.
Oh my gosh.
You're only gonna get like 40% of the people to ever even see your business because the 60% with safe search, that's not coming up.
Oh, that's funny. Um,
Oh, let's
but so
see.
Matt, we talked about it very quickly, or like we texted about it. Um, we talked about the server, right? That's kind of the big thing. Um, that we kind of are doing for this episode. Um, and I know, we talked about what is it? We talked about for people being able to transfer stuff over, right? We plan on just
Yeah, yeah.
doing. Am I correct that we just plan on doing um like a quick, hopefully just a couple day, like 10-day window if we can, anyways, and opening up the server, and then everybody transfers their stuff, and then it gets done. Then it's done after 10 days. Is that correct?
Ugh, excuse me, I'm old and yawning over here. Yeah, that's my plan as well. Is like you know, it shouldn't take any more than a week to 10 days, and hopefully people are able to find a, you know, 20-minute interval there where you can get yourself situated and at least get some stuff transferred over and slapped down in a base. And if you need help, we got plenty of people in the server that are, established enough that I wouldn't mind giving you, a bed and terminal and a couple balls to put stuff in, like whatever. We can help people get situated. So I feel like 10 days would be enough that if you really, really want your stuff, we'll make it work. And if you aren't that worried about it, then at the end of those 10 days, it's all going to be deleted. So that will be your chance.
Yeah, and we do plan on opening the island server back up soon. We'll add everybody in the Discord. So I mean, really, you do need to be in the Discord, right? So make sure you guys are in the Discord.
Yeah, I'm trying to think though. Like we should, we can't obviously we've got like 150 people in there. We can't cater to everybody and everything, but I know there's a couple people that are not home yet, and I would hate to
Oh
have
yeah.
us do it. We're like, you're going on vacation for 10 days, but you got a 9-day window. Forget you. We don't want to do that to anyone. So we will hopefully find a period here that we can stagger it around what we know is happening and give everyone at least a day or two.
Yeah, that's definitely the plan. So, everybody, some of you already had your start. It's been about 2 weeks now. So, anybody that did go on the island server, you're going to kind of, for say, be rewarded for all the stuff you did. So that's kind of cool. But,
I'm
what
still
is this?
torn between whether I want to grab stuff or not. I'm probably only gonna grab a few things out of there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you think so? Even though, just grab a bunch of, like, grab the main things. You can still do your grind. Because, I mean, for certain people, right, it's like if you just go in there with, millions of building supplies, it's like, eh.
I'm not taking any building supplies. I'm only gonna take dinos.
And then, yeah, that's fair. And Will is asking, just to be clear, only the island is shutting down, but transfers to and from Extinction Forge are still open, right?
Yes. The dot
Yeah,
dot
we
dot
don't.
question mark.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's right. I don't know if Boogle. So Boogles runs the Extinction server, and Ninja runs the Forgelar server. So those
Yeah,
need to
that's
actually. We actually need to get them both. I mean, Boogles chats with us every day, but and I guess whatever. And I mean whatever. But sorry, I don't know what's going on here. But I'm struggling.
he's losing it.
I am
Or so I was
listening.
gonna say I'm falling asleep over here.
So yeah, no, the Extinction, Google's runs, Forgelar, Ninja runs. We need to talk to both of them and figure out what's going on. I'm assuming. I don't know if what's gonna. If I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna shut my mouth because I have no idea. I'm just gonna.
Our brains are failing. It's that time of night already.
But okay, the main point, Will, because you like to confuse me. I blame this all on Will. Everybody, it's Will's fault. He's trying to be smart, and I'm not smart. Um, and think ahead like everybody else. The way it sounded was like transfers would only be open for 10 days, but it's really only transfers to from island have the window. Yes until they want to close them down, which I'm assuming they would give notice to. So yes.
Right, right. Yeah, I was gonna say we're at the mercy of their decision making and whatever they, at any point in time they could decide that they just don't want to do it anymore, and that's totally fine. No judgment there, and no hard feelings in any way, shape, or form. But the
Yep.
island is the only one that is planned to be decimated. So the 10-day window will be for the island, at which point everything on the island will be lost, but the other maps, to the best of my knowledge, are still going to be up and running.
Yes, that's my knowledge too. So that's the big server update. Unless you got more that you want to add to that, Matt.
No, man. Oh, sorry.
You're
Excuse
tired.
me. Oh my
I'm
God, dude,
tired.
my
So
brain's just
we're
shutting off at this point.
yeah. So the one thing though that I kind of wanted to get with you on the podcast though that I thought about, and I'm not even saying this
Yeah.
is feasible. It might not be feasible, but I wanted to ask and get your opinion. So,
Okay, let's hear it.
do you know what a vinyl sticker is?
Yeah.
So they're just stickers that stay on like pretty tight, right?
Right. Like, the ones that go on water bottles and stuff.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah. Okay. So what's your opinion? Okay. Because I can make vinyl stickers from what I understand on my Cricut. Okay. What if we
Oh,
like
cool.
sold them? You know what I'm saying? They're like, whatever. Like, like have people, like if people wanted a vinyl sticker, which I don't even know if people want those. I'm just saying that if they're like, what do you think about, I guess, yeah. What do you think about like, whatever, having people if they want to buy them, or I don't know, something. I have no idea.
I think it would be cool. That would be, breaking the fourth wall here, behind closed doors. I feel like that would be an interesting way to test the waters for a merch shop without having to do like a major investment. We talked about doing like t-shirts and stuff, but that's
Yeah.
like a $200, $300, $400 investment. Whereas
Yep.
stickers is we can test the waters for $25 and see if people want them or not.
Yeah. So that was the thing, right? This is the one thing I kind of wanted to talk to you about. And granted, we'll probably talk more off too, but I just, why not? Why not release everything I'm talking about, right? Um, so yeah, okay. See, Will brought it up. Stickers are cheap to ship. I'm wondering how much they cost to ship. Like, wouldn't you send it in a plain white envelope or something? Probably.
Oh geez, yeah, you could, or a manila envelope if you wanted a little extra padding.
Like, how much does that cost? Do you know?
You would just need like a stamp as long as it's light enough.
Yeah, a $5
So like
stamp.
60 cents or something. No, like 60 cents or something.
You think so?
It wouldn't be more than like $1.50 if you had to do two stamps.
Oh, okay. One or two
Two
stamps at
stamps on
most.
like a white envelope.
Oh, that's it. You think?
Yeah. Well, for my work, for our move out packets and our move out envelopes, that's like a um I don't know, it's like a half page size manila envelope, and those take, I think they only take one.
Mm.
Either way, man, we'll figure
Okay.
it out.
Yeah.
Worst
So
case scenario, get sent back to us.
yeah, exactly. Right. But I don't. Yeah, I guess I just. Yeah, I guess. I mean, you already told me your opinion, but that was something I was thinking of. $10 for a book of stamps. Okay. But yeah, I was just wondering. Like, I just figured that would be just a cool idea, like you said. Gauge interest, just see if anybody wants a quick little sticker.
Yeah, and we could, do different designs and stuff like that too, and have a
Yeah.
few different options and throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah. And granted, right now I don't know how to do more than one color, but I would maybe figure it out.
I bet you could. That, or we could always look into commissioning stuff, but I think it's more expensive at that point. But there's
Yeah.
all sorts of different places to commission little vinyl stickers, and you could get the rights for it.
Yeah.
We'll figure it
Yeah, we'll
out. We'll
figure
talk
it out.
about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Well.
I got one more update
Oh.
too.
Oh.
It's an
Oh.
end of the episode update, and probably not many people are going to listen this far to even hear it. But those of you that did, this is your reward. Yay! Um, we just finished up our other D campaign like
Oh yeah.
last week, so that's done. I'm in the middle of writing a homebrewed campaign for the Arc miniseries. So in the next, probably not this week because 4th of July and stuff like that, which is American Independence Day for those of you that are non-American friends. We're sort of chilling out probably for D&D wise this week because of that, but next week we're hopefully going to get back at it. So if you are in the mood for an interesting home-brewed experience, just a little sneak peek, I guess, and then I'll quit rambling about it. But this Arc miniseries is going to take place where there is what seems to be a group of survivors that are actually corrupted in some way, shape, or form and are going to attempt to corrupt the Arc and take down everything and everyone inside of it. And it's going to be up to our NPCs and survivors to figure out how to stop that.
Ooh.
So, super tiny little description there, but stay tuned. That's coming in the next couple weeks, and that's going to be fun. So make sure you stay tuned next week, and hopefully I'll have a better update. That's all I got.
Sir, what I like to hear. But yeah, thanks for listening till the end. If you guys did a little, just a very short episode. So, if you were looking for your whole day of work to be used by this episode, maybe we got you through 1% of your shift. So at least we did that.
Yeah, you got to tap into my secret pen name, and you can listen to my crazy ramblings. That'll fill the rest of your day.
There you go. No, but survivors keep on surviving. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and see y'all later.
See you, folks. Take care. Have a good week. Bye-bye.